We are underway. Adrian Moonweiler, 10th place overall. Not a name you would have expected to see at this point of the competition, but has played his cards right. And here he is for the remainder of the competition. Again, both pegs need to get to the top, and then both pegs need to get below that red line for the rep count. Noah Olson, Matt Fraser, and Bjorgvin Gudmundsson got off the wall at the same time. Jacob Heppner closest to the camera. Now they're on to their 100 double unders. There are 22 scored repetitions in each round. They will get credit for just one rep once they complete the double under. So at 22, that will signify the end of round one. First of 5 rounds here in event 7.
You're looking at the first round, since there's 5 of them, it's kind of a feeler round. You don't need to go fast. Nobody in here is going to win the event in the first round. And you don't have to be cautious either, right? You can just climb the pegboard, do 100 double unders, find your rhythm on the snatch, know what that dumbbell's going to feel like when you transfer from snatch to clean and jerk, get used to that split and that alternating pull. So this first round's a feeler round for a lot of these athletes.
I feel like with dumbbells, you know, they're a movement where rhythm really can help you out. And that's one of those things where the more rounds you do, in a lot of ways, the better a dumbbell feels.
Matt Fraser in the green and Noah Olson in the red shorts. First 2 men onto their hang split snatches at 80 pounds. And remember, you have to put the opposite leg forward from the arm with which you're lifting. You lift with your right hand, your left leg has to go forward and vice versa.
It is so weird seeing Matt in a jersey that isn't white.
Yeah, it's taking some getting used to. No rep for Fraser on his first hang split clean and jerk. So Fraser and Olson and Bjorgvin Gudmundsson on the right. They are your leaders. Matt McLeod and Jacob Heppner are fighting for 4th place in the heat, but we are early, just the first of 5 rounds here. Fraser through 17, now 18 of the 22 reps in this opening round. Olson 1 rep back. $80 pounds on the dumbbell for the men. And Fraser and Olson dead even through 1. We move on to round number 2.
Hey, first feeler round is done. Now it's starting to get into your pace and start chipping away at this event. Was that first pegboard easy? How'd you feel coming to the rope? What pace were you holding through the double unders? Could you push the dumbbells a little bit quicker? Now it's time to test some things in the next 2 rounds.
Matt Fraser done first with his 2nd of 5 pegboard climbs, and now he is on to his 2nd round of 100 double unders. 22 more scored repetitions in this round. 44 will signify the end. The leader's name is highlighted in a blue box at the top of your screen, and the number in the white box will signify how many repetitions that man has completed. Jacob Heppner in lane 1, he is back for his 2nd pegboard ascent as he begins round 2. Now James Newberry returning to start round 2. These are your leaders: Matt Fraser in the middle, Noah Olson on the left and 2nd, and Bjorgvin Gudmundsson on the right.
The thing with double unders in the middle of this triplet is that this is your time to kind of think about your game plan coming into the dumbbells. No one's going to come to the middle part of this 100 double unders and try to beat everybody. And often when you try to do that, you trip up a few times and you do the exact opposite of what you wanted to try to do. When you get to the double unders, it's just stay consistent, maybe bring the heart rate down a little bit and move on to the dumbbell.
Matt Fraser done with his 2nd set of double unders first. He is slightly ahead of Noah Olson, as Olson will now join Fraser on the 80-pound dumbbell hang snatches.
The thing I like what Matt's doing on the right side of your screen is that he's bringing the dumbbell down to the shoulder and then going into the hang. We talked about grip stamina earlier as being an issue. If you came straight down from the top, it's going to put a tremendous amount of stress on your grip and your shoulders being able to stabilize that in. So you've seen some guys go straight down to the ground. You can see Bjorgvin Gudmundsson actually doing that on the right side of your screen. It's a very smart move by Matt Fraser to save his grip.
Fraser now on to the 10 hang dumbbell clean and jerks. Now, even though Fraser's beating Olson right now, if Olson stays close, he minimizes the damage. If they finish right next to each other, all Fraser can pick up is 10 points.
And that's a good feeling for Noah. Is like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Getting second to Matt Fraser. Well, I think you're in a pretty good position. A lot of people have been second to Matt Fraser. And what you want to see is that it is only 10 points. It's good for Noah, but 10 points, 10 points, 10 points.
Starts to add up.
Starts to add up. And now you start putting the pressure on perfection on some of these athletes. Because if Matt is going to go on a charge collecting first places again,